Alright, I'm going to check out this CZ P07 today, a 9mm. So it's a compact, hammer fired, double stack magazine. You got 15+1 capacity. It comes with 2 mags. Got your slide stop, slide release right here, and it does have a decocker. See if I can demonstrate that for you real quick. She is empty there. And there you go. And you can see it's about half cocked there. Once you use the decocker, it's not on the firing pin there. So while we're behind it, there's your sight system there, just your basic 3-dot setup there. This one specifically has tritium glow-in-the-dark night sights, but on CZ's website it states that depending on where you buy the pistol, it might come with different sights. So obviously there's your mag release there. It is not ambi. Slide release here, not ambi. However, your decocker is ambidextrous. You got front and rear serrations on it, and they are pretty grippy there, so no real issue with your fingers sliding off of there. They give real good purchase. You got some stippling on the side here, not quite sure what that's for. You got stippling on the front there if you have that kind of hold. You got your tack rail here, 3.75-inch barrel. And sorry about the dirty fingernails if you noticed that. We was having to pick up shotgun shells out of the mud earlier. So your trigger here on double action, pretty much no take up, just that right there. Then obviously being double action, again we are empty, long heavy pull, although it's not too bad. Fairly smooth, not like glass, but I've certainly felt worse. It is fairly stout, but it's not, I don't know, 11, 12 pounds maybe. It's a little on the heavy side, but certainly not the heaviest I felt, although it's definitely heavier than some others. And then on your single action here, here's your take up. Okay, quite a bit of take up there. And then it stops, and then I don't know if they're all like this or if it's just this example, but this one has what I would consider to be, especially for a hammer fire, a pretty considerable amount of play there. So there's where it stops, and we'll try to pull through slowly. You see a little bit of movement there, a little bit of movement there again, and finally it goes off. There was 3 separate occasions of creep right there, and then it goes off. Again, I don't really notice it out here. Well, I've only put 3 shots through it so far. I guess I should explain that first. So this does have 3 previous mags through it before we started recording here. 0 malfunctions with those, but I only put 3 of those shots down range. And while it does have that play there, it doesn't seem to be causing me any issue. I know sometimes some pistols, if they have a lot of play, it can cause me to pull my shots a little bit, but it's a non-factor for me on this one. So there's your carry case that it comes with. Got a little cleaning brush in there and whatnot. There you go, you can check for squibs with that. Looks like you got a little notch there for cleaning patch as well. And it does come with interchangeable back straps there. A large one and a small one. Gun lock instructions and whatnot. So anyways, I'm going to get to shooting it now. As I said, it has previously had 3 full magazines through it, straight out of the box. This is a brand new pistol. No malfunctions to report as of yet. Shooting Blazer brass, and the previous mags were this Federal here, so this will actually be the first batch of Blazer going down the barrel there. And I brought some Gold Dot Plus P to try out just for fun as well. And she's already zeroed. I did check that because, which by the way, the sights are at least windage adjustable. So my first 3 shots here, you know, not trying to be superbly accurate or anything like that, and it seems to be hitting about pretty much dead on there. So the sights are good to go. So we'll get to knocking some of the steel down. All right, here goes my first shots on steel. I missed the last shot, of course. I got everyone but the last one. All right, I got one in the chamber. I used the decocker to drop the hammer most of the way down. So I'm going to use the double action here for the first shot. And then full 15 rounds to follow. So I'll put a few on the white there with the double action. I am horrible with double actions, so I might miss. And then I'm going to knock down these bowling pins and then go back to the gong for a little bit of a rapid fire, somewhat. Which, this is about twice the distance, by the way, so I'm trying to take my time to see if I can get these bowling pins from about 10 yards back without missing. Well, I thought I was going to put a few more rounds through it today, but it's going really well, so that makes for a short review. If I was rich, I would put hundreds of rounds through it today, but I ain't, so we're going to stop there. I love it when it goes good because it makes for a shorter video because I don't got a bunch of crap to explain with the issues I'm having. So I'm actually really impressed with this thing. So back here 10 yards, no problem at all. If I take my time knocking those little bowling pins over, as you can see there. May not be the case for all of them, but it came zeroed right out of the box, so that's always nice. It's honestly probably one of the better 9mm I've ever shot. It's not like the absolute, I don't run it the absolute best, but I do run it a lot better than some others I've featured on the channel. So especially at the price point of only like 400 something, it's a real nice pistol for the money. Ran it pretty quick out there at about 6-7 yards on the steel, and then even, like I said, back up back here and take my time. I can still, you know, that's essentially a headshot or better at 10 yards, no issue whatsoever. And this is my first time out with the gun today. Plus I noticed rapid firing on that 16-inch gong there. I'm about 7 yards back from it. It's like another 3 to that back row there, and I had no problem whatsoever rapid firing on that. Didn't miss a single shot. So it's also again, of the 9s that I've featured on the channel, it's more controllable than some of the others I've shot too. So that'll do it. I'm highly impressed for the price. I know SIG, you know, they make $1,200, $2,000 guns, and I'm sure those are even nicer, but this thing in the $400 range, it's really nice for the money. Like I said, I wouldn't even call it a complaint necessarily, because it's pretty, you know, typical for the price point, but that trigger having a little bit of play there. Like I said, you know, most hammer fire is usually a little better than that in similar category as far as price range goes. But as you can see, as I stated earlier, it's not giving me any issue pulling shots out there or anything. So even though it does have a little more play in the trigger than I would like for a hammer fire, it's a non-issue out there, at least for me. That's going to do it for the review, guys. I appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to get yourself any of the steel targets, target stand, targets I use, earmuffs, anything like that, and a bunch more, links in the description. But yeah, short and sweet on this one, so hope to see you on the next one. Yes, I forgot. This is what you get if you stick around to the end. I forgot in the video I said I'd put some hollow points or gold dot or something through there, so that's what we're going to do here. So these are gold dots, hollow points obviously, and they are plus P. So I've got an entire 15 loaded up in there, and we'll run these through. All right, so I missed one of those off to the right twice, and that wasn't me. So that's another thing, and that's why you're always supposed to practice with your duty ammo or your carry ammo. Sometimes the point of impact will be different than your practice ammo, which was the case here. So once I seen that one miss off to the right twice in a row, I started on the following targets, I started aiming off to the left just slightly to compensate for that, and then I had no problem knocking them all down in a row. So with these, we're a little bit off to the right. But as I said, these are adjustable left and right, so you can adjust for that.